What is going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of my franchise YouTube series. My name is West Coast 22. I appreciate you being here. This is episode 7. I believe we are almost midway through season 2. If you watched the last episode, you know where our draft picks landed. Not as good as year 1, but I'm still very, very happy with what we landed on. Bale, Benitez, and Seavers. We had about 4 guys that I really wanted after Buck Bale. We did get Benitez, and we were 1 pick away from getting the other guy that we wanted, thanks to the Royals. They're dead to me forever. We did get Seavers instead, which, again, I'm pretty happy with Seavers. B potential, he's a long ways to go, but his potential is very, very high. For this episode, we're 21 and 30. We're going to go till the trade deadline. Before we start simulating games, we're going to look at a couple things with our roster. So for those of you that know, I'm very hands-on with my franchise. I don't let the computer automate a lot. If anything, maybe some lineup fixes if they're invalid. I really don't care about that. I like to be hands-on with everything that I possibly can. So in saying that, we have some issues to look at when it comes to promotion and demotion. So I noticed it last year. Again, I'm sure this is a normal thing for a lot of you guys that tend to play a lot of franchise. But what I caught on the end of last year is that if you have a guy that's maybe up a little too early and is struggling, send them down. So, for instance, I saw this before I hit a record. Jason Wilkerson, we just drafted this guy. Halfway through the first season, he's up a little bit, but he's losing that contact. He's hitting a $195. I don't like that. Maybe AAA is not the spot for him right now, so this is a guy that I'm going to look to maybe drop down to AA. Especially considering we have Marte up as well, who needs the at-bats. Like, Marte's getting better, way better than Wilkerson, and he doesn't have the at-bats. So I would prefer to have Marte get those at-bats in AAA rather than Wilkerson, who can go down to AA, maybe fix that average and see what he can do down there. There's no harm in bringing him single, double, triple, back and forth. Going from the majors down to the minors, that's where these 3 minor league options are used. Absolute nonsense that one of his 3 options are used, by the way. It's going from spring training to the regular season. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I wish they would fix that. But that's not the case. So we're going to look through real quick and see if we have any promotions or demotions for guys that are just not getting any better that we want to get better. Guys that are C and D, I'm not really concerned about. My main focus are just the guys that I'm building for the future. Those are the ones that I'm worried about. So for catcher, everyone that's high potential is already in the majors. These guys are all, it is what it is. They're all C's and D's. I'm not concerned about these guys. Moving to first baseman, Shiner, who is a B potential. This is a guy that we'd like to look at. He's hitting 276. His 76 at bats. He's not doing terribly. His on base is 382, so I'm happy with him there. I don't feel like I need to move him down. We do have D potentials here. Don't care about those guys. Second baseman, BBA, all up in the majors. We have Donnie Walton, who's a C potential. He's just kind of our throwaway guy from going majors to AAA. Not good enough to start over these guys. So he is probably not long for this team. Nick Gonzalez, see, this is another guy here. 201. He's getting a ton of at-bats, but he's just not getting any better. Yes, he's 71 overall, but I kind of feel like he could be up into or benefit from going down a little bit. I mean, yes, that's going to take away from a couple of these guys. I mean, but again, Polkovich, C potential. Chadwick, yes, we just drafted Chadwick, but he's already losing 2 potential or 2 contact right and 2 contact left. Not what we want to see with him hitting 222. So we're actually going to make a little bit of a change here. We're going to move him to AA and just for a little bit, we're going to move him to single A. He doesn't get at bats. I get it, but I want to see if he'll kind of get settled in a little bit. Even guys in single A get attributes. So I'm hoping to see if his contact comes back. We might bump him back up, but this is just where we are for now. Yes, we did lose a guy in AAA, so we'll have to fix that as well. But they have 3 shortstops in AAA. I just don't see the need for that. So we'll go from there. Gonzalez down, Chadwick down, Donnie Walton can stay up. Third baseman, all these guys are C's, so I honestly don't care. I don't see... Jordan Cohen, not bad hitting stats for a 67 at 25. He's hitting 299. I like it. So we're not going to move anything third baseman. Shortstop, this is where we have some flexibility. This is where we're going to move a little bit. Marte, I want to start more. Wilkerson is just struggling, so we're going to move him down and see if that makes him a little bit happier. Cesar Torres is hitting 344, so we're going to move him up. Again, see potential. Probably not going to be on the club. I'm more worried about Wilkerson's improvement than Cesar Torres's. So he can move up just so there's some sort of a change. And that's probably where we'll be for here. Don't like JP sitting 215, but I'm not going to bring him down. Kelnick's only hitting 234. That's not terrible. He's still improving. There's no negatives there with his attributes, so I'm happy there. Trammell, he has 1 negative drop, but the rest are all positive. So even though he's hitting 242, he's getting some at-bats. We're okay there. C, D, and D, all good. Kyle Lewis, Fraley, Braden, again, all these are C, so don't care. All guys that I'm not concerned about, not worried about. Right field, again, we have Julio hitting a 211. Julio hitting 211. It might be time to bring Julio down. 175 at bats. He's hitting 211. We really don't have anybody else. But again, this is about the future, and Julio's just not having it right now. I don't like seeing the -2. That's the problem. He's 19 years old. I don't like seeing the -2. But I just don't see who else that I could bring up for him. It has to be an outfielder. He's in the 60s. Is there anybody? Braden Bishop's hurt, so that kind of takes that away. Like Trammell, same thing. We're not trying to push Trammell as well. Man, we just don't have anybody to bring up, huh? What a brutal squad we have. All right. Julio, maybe we'll wait until Braden Bishop is off the injured list, and then we'll make that move. Bring Braden Bishop up. He is out another couple months. That's okay. We'll see what Julio does. Pitchers. Actually, we're going the wrong way here. We skip pitchers for a purpose. So we're going to look at pitchers here. We got Marco. Again, we have Gilbert, who's improving. Hancock, top potential. Don't like the -2 home runs per 9, but he is improving, although he's struggling a little bit with that 1.4 whip. So that's a little concerning. Swanson's getting absolutely crapped on in the major leagues. I'm not 0-7, bro. 0-7, and he's not getting any better. Oh, that's so terrible. That's so terrible. Kirby probably needs to go down. Kirby probably needs to go down, to be honest with you. Kirby probably needs to go down. Swanson probably needs to go down, but especially Kirby. He's losing the -3. His whip is 1.7. He's just not quite ready. The problem is... Oh, look at Priester. Whew. The problem is I don't know who I would bring up instead. McKinney maybe, who was just promoted to AAA today in real life, June 16th. So congrats to Ian McKinney going to Tacoma in real life. Yeah, so Kirby's going to go down. Again, I don't want to stunt development or stunt growth. Paul Sewald's decent. Priester, I mean, this is one of our dudes for the future. Not a big fan of rushing him to the majors because I really want to take out Swanson, but I just don't see if anybody else that could potentially go there. Yes, Gilbert could go there, but I just think it's going to be the same thing. I don't want to rush him and put us in a really, really bad situation. I mean, Swanson, I could just move down and just not have a long reliever, but then that kind of sucks. Not having a long reliever. No innings. Yeah, that's probably the best. I mean, again, this guy too, the guy we just drafted, not trying to push him. Oof, brutal. Okay, let's go look at relievers real quick. Sadler's getting raked. Not one of our guys that we care about. No. All right, relievers we're not really that worried about. Brady Lale, not quite ready. Closers, man, we need to draft some closers. And not quite ready there. So if you look at the top right here, we're missing 2 guys in AA, 2 in AAA, and 1 in the majors. On our injured list, which is where 3 of those guys have came from, 1 is from each level. But they're out for a while. So we get France back in about 3 weeks or so. But I do need to make some moves here. We'll probably leave the Major League roster alone. In regards to France because he comes back so fast. But we have 16 players in single A that need to be brought up to at the very least get the AA and the AAA roster figured out. So if we look at our single A, or if we look at our AA, we have 2 catchers. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infielders, 4 outfielders. Okay. I don't really see what we're missing here. Okay. So we really need to bring up actually 4 guys because 2 more are going to go up from AA. So we need to go to Class A and we need to bring 4 guys up. Chadwick we just brought down. Campbell. Cabrera is another one of our guys that we just drafted. We're going to bring him up and see what he can do. Get him in the pen a little bit. Tyler Keenan will bring up to AA. Mike Ahmed will bring up as well, just because. And then I'd like to bring in an outfielder to AA. Okay, so now AA has too many guys. So if we're looking at AA here, they have 5 outfielders. Actually, let's look at AAA first. AAA has 4 outfielders, 6 infielders, a lot of starters, and 2 catchers. Okay. All right, so who? Gonzalez, I think we just dropped. Wilkerson, we dropped. Kirby, we dropped. Masters, I mean, he's not playing well, but again, I'm not worried about these guys in terms of playing, of actually being decent. So we're gonna move him to AAA. We're only worried about protecting our actual guys, our actual dudes. That exactly is what we're waiting on. Philly is actually hitting not bad, so let's move him. So our AAA and our AA are set. Our Major League roster, we're going to wait for Ty France to come back, and that's where we're going to be. So if we go look at our lineups now, I want Marte to be the everyday shortstop. And I really don't care about this. I'm not going to set every single lineup. I'm not going to do that for every single thing. Double A as well, I'm not really worried about. Wilkerson, I do want to be in, though. Gonzalez, I want to be in here. So we'll set up the guys that we want to get at bats, and then we'll let them do the rest. All right, so we'll do that. All right, so we're looking at the trade deadline. Trade deadline, I don't think is going to be very exciting for us this year. There's no guys that we're really looking to dump. If we go to our budget, I mean, yes, we have Kikuchi. Maybe we start to get rid of Kikuchi. 4.59. Maybe we'll put him up and see if what we can get from him. So let's go to the trading block and see if we can put Kikuchi up and see what people will offer for him. Whoops. Oh, my Lord. Have mercy. So we're going to go Kikuchi. And what are we looking for? We're looking for third base. I know. Our outfield's kind of set. Let's grab catcher. Starter because always. Closer because always. And reliever. Actually, we'll take off reliever and we'll do first base. All right, so we'll see what we can get from those guys. Let's see who comes at us. Have 4 against Oakland here. Fix the rotation. Don't care. Deloach out for a few days. Don't care. Split 4 with the Oakland A's. We go to Arizona for 3. Rene Rodriguez goes out for a week or 2. Fantastic. That's great. Padres already want to offer. They want to give us Jurickson Profar straight across for Kikuchi. Yeah, that's a big no. I like that he can play everywhere, but yo. Just very underwhelming. Very underwhelming. So we take 2 of 3. Marco Gonzalez continues to be freaking lights out, which is just incredible. Now we go to the Yankees, who are 40-18. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. Jesus. Oh, now we go to the Padres. Dude, what a terrible part of our schedule. 3 with New York, 2 with the Padres. Yo, that's terrible. No, thank you. We get a little bit of a reprieve with Colorado and Texas. Let's skip through this stuff. Nick Gonzalez is now out for a week or 2. Fantastic. Cubs want to give us Matt Duffy for Kikuchi. 30-year-old C potential. I'm going to say no. Ty France is back. That's what we were kind of looking for. Ty France immediately gets placed back in this lineup too. He was hitting .308 before he was hurt. So he better be in both lineups, and he is. Thank God. Maybe that'll help this dismal team a little bit. Maybe that it'll help. Tom Murphy has 10 home runs, but he's hitting .219. Dude, Keybird is about to get the start all the rest of the year. That shit's about to happen. To Texas. Lose both of those. Fantastic. The Royals, who are dead to me for taking my draft pick. Yeah, we sweep them. Suck it, Royals. Suck it, Royals. Who threw 8-0? Yo, look at these 2 starts from Marco. Please. Please. Like, holy Lord. Against Colorado, he goes 8 2/3. Barely gets pulled. Only strikes out 3, but 8 2/3. Then follows it up with KC and goes a complete game shutout. Yo, Marco. Keep doing you, baby. He is killing it right now. McKinney's hurt for a few days. That's fine. The Marlins want to give us Jeff Hoffman. 29-year-old B potential who's only 71 overall, and he's almost 30. That's not going to happen. We take 3 of 4 from the Angels. Okay. That means Marco gets the second game again. Nope. Marco gets the first game against Detroit. Let's see if he can keep his shutout streak going. I mean, he got the loss, but I mean, come on, man. He went 7 innings, scattered 3 hits, and only allowed 2 runs. Oh, we're Felix and DeGromming him right now. That's brutal. That's brutal. Travelers have too many people on their squad because somebody came back that was hurt, huh? Somebody came back that was hurt and didn't ask fucking permission. So AA has too many guys. Kyle Wilcox. No, we kind of need him. Our freaking bullpen in AA is atrocious. Move him to Class A. Who cares? Okay, back to calendar. The Astros get Jose Barrios for Hunter Brown and Ross Adolph. Okay. I mean, Barrios not doing that great this year, but let's make our division better. Sure. Why not? A's want to give us Maikel Franco. I mean, 77 overall, 29. He's only got a couple more years before he starts regressing. Not the guy we're looking for. We do sweep the A's, though, so that's fantastic. That's Marco. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Marco goes here and loses. Good Lord. Justice pitches well. Flexen pitches well. Kikuchi pitches well. His ERA is above 5, though. No thanks. Oh, we take Cleveland's 57 and 32. Heaven on earth. We end the first half with Dylan Moore injuring himself for 2 months. Oh, fantastic. We avoided a massive injury for about a month. And then he fractures his wrist. And that is how we do things. Awesome. His 254 average and 11 bombs is going to go away. Don't think we're going to move anybody up because that's just annoying. See, Gonzalez hitting 301 since we've moved him to AA. I like it. I like his stats to look like that. That makes me happy. What about the other guy we moved down, Wilkerson? 280. Oof, now he's -4 against lefties. Son of a bitch. But he's hitting 280. He's producing down there, and that's what we're looking for before we move him back up. Marte's getting some at-bats, and he's up to 305. Exactly what we are looking for. Get these guys at-bats, get these guys better. Kelnick +4, +3 for contact. He's up to a 72. Has his average up to 276. All really, really good news. Julio, unfortunately, continues to struggle. I mean, he's getting better stats-wise. I don't like his contact, but everything else is still looking good. But I don't like that he's just struggling to hit 200 in the majors. So we're going to keep Dylan Moore. I really don't care. We're going to keep 25 guys. Fix the lineups. Oh, shoot. Just fix the lineups. All right, we lose 2 of 3. Let's play the home run derby just because simply we want to see who's there. Jordan, Judge, Voit, Michael Salmon, Trout, Corey Siegs, Machado, Conforto, and Gurriel Jr., who's in Colorado, by the way. So that is pretty interesting. We're going to skip that. Let's play the game. Quick manage just to see who is on the squad. Bieber, Giolito, Glasnow, Marco makes the team. That a babe. Dobnak, Presley. Okay, so there's the rotation. Merrifield, Bogarts, Trout, Alvarez, Voit, Brantley, Judge, Urshela, Grandal. Adley Rutschman makes the All-Star team in his second year. Garver, Olson, Semien, Apostle. Wow. Cole Peterson. Yo, who are these guys? How is this guy on the squad? I'm so confused. How is Cole Peterson, who has 201 at bats and is hitting 264? Yo, what the fuck? No idea how that's a thing. No idea how that is a thing. Angels want to trade me. Bam boom. 30. Go away. No, we're not going to stop simulating. Okay, so again, this I believe, the trade deadline's in like 3 days or so. We're here pretty close. That's all we're going to sim to for this episode is the trade deadline. Dylan Moore, he's still hurt. Braden Bishop comes back, so that's good. The Cardinals also want to trade us. They want to give us Luke Maile. Exact same guy. I mean, you're probably not going to get much for Kikuchi. It is what it is. Lose all 3 to Tampa Bay. Cleveland, the Rainiers have too many guys on their roster because of Braden Bishop. So we're going to have to dump a couple guys here. AAA. Braden Bishop's an outfield that came back, so we probably need to dump Filia. And then go down to AA. Probably dump another outfielder. Hey, man. AAA to single A, Filia. I'm sorry about your luck. I'm sorry about your luck, bro. Nah. I was just curious what we could get here. So we're going to just finish through this month. I mean, we have 5 different positions that we're asking for players, and all they're giving us are really bad catchers. So, good lord, dude. Beat potential 27. He's the 5th best catcher on your freaking squad. Brutal. He's out for a few days. Who cares? Dylan Thomas is out for a couple weeks, and the Nats want to trade. Hey, look, another crappy catcher. I mean, he's not horrible, but not what we're looking for. And that's going to be that. Oh, the Astros. Toro? Oh, okay. Abraham Toro. For Kikuchi. I mean, we're obviously selling. We're a really, really bad team. Toro doesn't look incredible. But he's hitting 269 with 12 home runs in AAA. I can just renew his deal. Yo, we might pull the trigger on this one. He can play first, second, or third. That's kind of what we're looking for. We need someone else. All we have is Ty France. I mean, he's a potential. He's 25. I get it. He's a little bit old. But for Kikuchi, we're probably just going to let him go. We're not even going to offer him arbitration next year. He's probably just done. So why not get someone that we can use potentially? Oh, no, they want Crawford. What the frick? Hold up. They want J.P. Crawford? What the hell are these guys on about right now? Yo, are you kidding me? Yo, you're out of your mind. You are out of your mind trying to do this. Trying to trade for J.P. Crawford. Yo, look at our July, though. Look at our July. We won 5 games in the month of July. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 4 and 19 in the month of July. And we're ending the month on a 10-game losing streak. We are the best team in the history of sports. Best team in the history of freaking sports. Astros and Angels are chilling atop of the West. Indians have a hefty lead in the Central. Yankees are far ahead of the Red Sox and Rays. Dodgers have a huge lead in the West. Cardinals and Brewers are fighting it out. Mets have a little bit of a lead in the East. American League wild card, looking at White Sox, Angels, Red Sox, Rays. Kind of a 4-team race there for 2 spots. In the National League, Padres, Phillies, Braves, Brewers, and Nats are fighting it out there. We are really, really bad. We are really, really bad. But, again, we knew this was going to be the case. If we look at our top prospects, this is what we're waiting on. Logan Gilbert is now the #1 prospect in all of baseball. He is killing AAA right now. Exactly what we wanted to see. Get those per nines up. Rene Rodriguez, the guy we just drafted as the 9th overall best prospect. Hancock is 17. Kelnick is 20. Marte is 30. Gonzalez is 33. 6 prospects in the top. It doesn't look like any of the creative players have made it to this top list yet. There's Jason Dominguez at 29. Bobby Witt at 23. Wow. So we got 6 guys, man. We have 6 dudes that we're kind of chilling with. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we will finish out the rest of this regular season. Before the season ends, we will double check the creative players' attributes and stats. Actually, before we leave, let's look at trades and see if any crazy ass trades happen. Completed. And we're going to go to trades. Whoops. I always do that. Oh my gosh. Completed. Trades. Brett Boxberger, Brett Martin, Mejia, Florval, Sam Hilliard to the Rockies, Dom Nunez, Yo, why are the Blue Jays blowing up their squad? I don't get it. They get rid of Guerrero Jr. Now they get rid of Biggio. Do they just not like 2nd or 3rd generation players? Like, no, you must be your own player. Your daddy must be nothing. God, they just dump Biggio. Oh, man. Goon is going to love that. Oh, Goon is going to be all about seeing Biggio leaving the squad. Just killing it. Blue Jays front office, man, just killing it. Steven Matz goes. Cordero Vidal Brujan goes. Interesting. Goes to the Tigers. That's a pretty solid trade there. Candelario. Okay. Wow. But Kevon Biggio goes. Kevon Biggio. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe. Share the video. Again, if you want to get a creative player into this video, go to the description. Follow the Twitch link. Come hang out. Use your Twitch channel points to get a player into this franchise. And we will take him on a 20 or so year run and see how your player does and how far he can go. Yo, I appreciate y'all. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in the Twitch stream. Hopefully, y'all have a good day. Take it easy.